What's up guys, the traveler here. Today we got a small problem since my dog head is empty. See here, it's empty. Why is it empty? Well, I'll tell you, I did the same video as I did today, yesterday. Exactly the same. No, it's even worse yesterday because I have great news today. And yesterday the video was about 55 minutes. It's gonna be probably even longer today. So check out the view for the next 1 hour probably. I'll cut this video up into maybe even 3 parts. You'll see in the video below what part it is. So, and the awesome thing is it's gonna be uploading 2 days at least, since that's our internet. Hey, okay, let's start all the way back 1 week ago. So today it's Saturday, and the last week I was again on Tuesday in a meetup, which is actually like the best thing again, which in Sydney that you meet new people every day. But meetup is just a concentration of awesome new people. Again, cultures clash against each other, which means there are Australians who come there who are not foreign, who are trying to find people to talk to in other languages, and some are looking for people to talk to in German. That's great and so on, but I'm there to firstly meet friends, but secondly learn English. So the clash is, I want to talk to them in English, and they'll start talking to me in German. And I'm like, oh nein, können wir das nicht auf Englisch machen? So, no, can't we talk in English? And they're like, nein, Deutsch gut, Deutsch beste. That's a little over the top. Most people can speak German better, but sadly most people don't want to. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm getting a new tripod soon. So, and then most people suggest, I can answer in German and you can ask in German and in English, and the other way around. So the problem is, we'll start doing that, and then after 2 sentences they answer me in English because they somehow got confused which language they should answer with and so on. So it worked with one guy, but else it never works. And the cool thing is, if 2 Germans meet, so I met another German person there, a female. She's from Hamburg, so like up in the north. So the good thing is we both didn't want to speak German, because why would we? We both spoke English, and we both are learning English. So hey, good for that. And we can talk about how we find Australia and Sydney and so on. The only thing that's a bit annoying is the repetition of the different people, or the way the conversations go. So it's like, hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm from there and there. Oh, from Germany. Oh, I'm from Munich. Oh, where in Munich? Well, in the suburbs of Munich. Oh, what do you do here? Oh, traveling. And then the same on the other side. So while fun, it repeats very often, and I don't really know how to do another conversation. I mean, I tried to go instantly into what do you think of the exoplanets found by NASA. And they're like, oh, you wanna tell me where you're from first, and so on. So that's another thing. But I can't say any other thing that's bad about the meetup. Meetup, best thing. Okay. As I told you, I am a bit cut off from the news. No, really, we live in a million people city, but still, it's not like in Germany where news are everywhere. Even in the subway there are huge screens blasting news at you. So here I'm a bit cut off. I'm of course on the internet uploading my videos, but I'm not as active on YouTube and other news sites. So I'm a bit cut off, which is great. First of all, because in Germany you were trumped with news from USA, and it was like everywhere. Because one of his strategies, of course, is to get news out, and mostly scandals, small scandals which he did, and stuff he accused Obama of. So let's see. Oh, it's the recording. Awesome. So it's not that good what he does, but I don't want to defend him, but I think it's good for me that I'm a bit off the grid now. Which is, of course, not really off the grid, because if I want to, I can dive right into the news cycle, but I really don't. On the other hand, I miss stuff that's pretty awesome and stuff I should actually know about. So on the 22nd of February, the NASA published a paper on which they were explaining that they found 7 new exoplanets 33 million light years from here away. Exoplanets, from the people who don't know, are planets that fly around a sun. So, you know, our solar system, we have, I think, in total 9 planets. Don't quote me on that. And there are planets who are closer to the sun, like Venus. And as you're so close to the sun, there is no way that life can form on Venus because, well, there's just too much energy and too much sun radiation coming your way. So that's the zone too close to the sun. And then in the middle, in our range, there's the habitable zone, which means you're just the right distance from the sun, that it's not too cold, but also not too hot. And then there's the zone outside, where we find Uranus and other planets which are way too far away from the sun, so that not enough energy comes to there to light to life to form, which we know of. Maybe we in future will find life on Mars, or on I think Europe is one of the moons that has water on it which may contain life, but for now only Earth is the planet in our solar system. So I think everyone should know about those kinds of things, what's going on around us in the huge universe, and I totally missed that. Someone at uni told me about that at the Makerspace, which I'll probably do a full video on the Makerspace soon, if I have time. So I missed that. That was kind of sad, but I think in general I'm happy that I'm a bit out of the news cycle. So that's that. So I need to watch out what stuff I told you and what stuff I told you in the last video, which got totally crushed because my camera and my SD card are not working together. I was recording at 2K, which is double as many pixels as Full HD, because, well, there are just more pixels. So the SD card was not able to take in all those informations at a high bit rate. So now I'm recording again at 720 at Full HD, which is 1080p. So I hope it works now. If not, then I have to buy a new camera. Now, buying and money is again a thing. Today's count is ding 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 ding, $301. The problem is rent will be there soon, and I'm not counting money which I cash on me, which is $30, because I usually try to have some cash around. So that's that, and buying stuff in retail stores, so brick and mortar stores, is very expensive in Sydney, and I'm looking for a tripod because now I have a monopod which is saved by my backpack. So it's not the actual solution I want. So going around Sydney, more extended tripods, so tripods that can extend each feet and then also extend upwards, are around, well, $30 if you want one of aluminium and not fully plastic. So the good thing is we're really close to China here. So there are a lot of stores. One of the big one is called Wish, so WISH, which provides Chinese products and Chinese knockoffs. That sounds bad because, well, knockoff is not the original product, but usually they are actually produced in the same way other products are produced. Like the iPhone, you think of the standard of production quality. Well, it's actually produced in China by Foxconn, which is a huge provider, one of the biggest, I think, of the iPhone. I think there's another one, but I'm not sure. So, and Foxconn does for a lot of companies. So if a company takes the plans of the iPhone and gives them to Foxconn, they would create the same phone. Of course, they couldn't call it the iPhone because copyright and Apple would kill them with their lawyers. But still, the factories are in China. So, as you can see, good quality phones can come from China. So, Chinese products aren't that bad today. So I bought a tripod and a music headband. Music headband? Oh, what's that, Flo? Let me tell you, it's a headband, a sweat headband, which you usually wear, but it includes small speakers over the ears, which are connected via Bluetooth. So that means the smallness of the speaker is created in such a fashion that you can sleep on your side with the speaker on, and it's not gonna pierce in your ear like small in-ear would. So I got those because it's really loud sometimes, and I live near the police station, so at 2 a.m. sometimes the police just rush out, and it's pretty loud. I do have earphones in, but only like one side because I can't have both in. And the cushion are not really against sound, so you can hear them pretty well still. Or well, is sadly the wrong term, you can still hear them. So not too happy about that. Now, the prices are unbelievably great. So the headband is $8 plus $2 shipping, and the tripod I think was $11 and also $2 shipping. So if I get those, I'll do reviews on those, probably if I have time, like tiny reviews, tell them if they make sense to buy, etc., etc. So I'm upgrading my equipment, yay! Hey for that. And that's the, I think, best thing, because there were no online shopping sites. Amazon, poof, gone. eBay still exists, not as big, and Gumtree is like a peer-to-peer. It's like eBay, but usually for pickup, which is like Craigslist. I didn't try it out yet, but the prices also seem pretty high. So I don't know if I'll ever have the need to try that out. But it seems interesting. So, cheap things are, wait for it, drinks? No. Cruises? No. Going to the movies, it's actually pretty nice. In Germany, a ticket is about €5. Here, it's about $12. €9, and here it's $12, which is like actually 1-to-1 the exchange rate, which is awesome. That's usually never the case. So, I'll go to the movies probably more often the next time. I saw Logan with a friend, and that is, if you're into action and seeing people get killed, that's your movie. The story, It was good. It was a fun story for an action movie, better than a lot of other action movies. But I'm really not a big action type. I do love me some action movies, but I love story movies like more, which makes sense, which get you thinking, like Inception, for example. It's an awesome movie. So, cinema, hey. Other cheap stuff, Kmart. Yeah, people in the USA, you know those. It's actually like a cheaper Walmart. So it's huge. It has everything from it has everything except food supplies. So it has screws, it has clothing, it has shoes, it has headphones. Which are those? They were $8, I think, and I needed new ones, and I needed a new microphone. So thank you, Kmart. We'll see how long those hold. And I also got shoes for $30, and these are actually pretty nice. So thank you, Kmart. I'll be visiting you more often. Okay, now 2 days ago it's Friday, and Friday, gotta get down on Friday. And I was, and also other guys, were really looking out for the weekend. So we went to another meetup, which was in the harbor of Sydney at Pomdon, sorry, I have no idea. We were there for like 1 hour. It's really, really expensive. Okay, it's still recording. Nice. So really, really expensive. Everything in Sydney, but it was really boring. So we went home. And then we found the bar of all bars. I don't know, I think glory hole is the wrong term, but I think you know what I mean. So, it is a bar with video games called Spawn Point. Here's the location. You can visit the website, leave like a good review on Google. Of course, only if you've been there, because if random people from everywhere leave good reviews, they will think it's like fake reviews and someone told them to leave a good review. So don't do that. Only if you ever been there, then leave a good review. And of course, don't say the traveler sent me. You shouldn't say that, because of course that would be pretty bad. So don't do that. Only if you've been there, then you can maybe say the traveler sent me, but else don't do that. So pretty fun. They have old arcade games. They have Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the best thing is they have booths. So 2 seats and then a table. And above each seat there are flat screens. So each flat screen for one side, and you can play, for example, Rocket League against each other, which is so great. So amazing. So you're able to drink on the side and play Rocket League. The thing is, it's pretty expensive. So cocktails are about $15, but the cocktails are themed after video games. For example, there's Nuka Cola, which is of course Fallout 4. Played that too much actually. So had to of course get that, and there are many other video game themed drinks, and of course beer and wine. No one drinks wine, but hey, whatever suits you. So we went there till like 12 o'clock, and then they closed because, I don't know, they don't want any more money than that. So as I went home, as you know, there is the strict rule, no alcohol outside. So I went to home, so the direction of my home, and then in the park, but beside my home, there was a group of people controlled by the police, which is pretty stupid, because if you want to drink, you shouldn't drink like right beside the police station. So I don't know, it's like, why would you do that? If you're really interested in it, then go like somewhere into a dark corner of like this big park here and get wasted here. But hey, whatever suits you. You do you, man. You do you. So that was pretty expensive. I think I spent like $30 at the end. So probably not going to do that again in the future. And it wasn't even that much alcohol, sadly. And we'll see. So that's like more or less it. I do have some job news, but I really don't want to talk about it right now because it may come in conflict with jobs, for example. So if I know more and if I'm able to talk to you, then I'll tell you everything. So this has been actually pretty short. I probably forgot everything, and yeah, sorry about that. Just one more thing, I started running again because I want to get fit, I want to join a soccer club. So I got an app which is called Zombie Run. Wait a second, here, it's called Zombies Run, which is, the story is amazing. So you're stranded, you got shot down, your helicopter which you were in got shot down, and you're into a zombie herd, and you need to run for your life, and then also get supplies and run home. So the idea is, at your base, you run out in the morning, and then you gather supplies and come back. So how it works, it starts with 4 kilometers run, or you can just walk if you want to in the beginning, and it gets more till you, if you want to do a marathon. So the end goal is you're able to run 40 kilometers. And the interesting thing is, first there are story elements throughout your run, and then there are zombies, which means suddenly it's gonna say zombies approaching or zombies detected. Then you'll get a small countdown, and then you have to run as fast as possible. If you are able to outrun the zombies, you keep all your equipment, and for example water bottles, medication, and so on. If not, then you lose them and you're not able to build your base at the end. So below I'll leave like a example share of what I did, and I don't know if you're able to do groups, for example, but if it's a possibility, I'll create a group and you can all join me and we can run together. So that's it for now. Oh, that was like really short. Damn it, I missed something. You'll see probably more, and you'll probably hear that something happened 2 weeks ago. So, thank you. Dislike the video if it sucked. Tell me why it sucked, and I hope I'll meet you here.